Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. What in the wop bottle wop bamboo is going on? Every time I turn around, y'all ugly ass is getting over on us. These corporations are getting over on us. And what I love is when somebody bring them out. I love when they bring out the numbers, baby. And that's exactly what the Senate subcommittee is doing when they release this report showing how 5 major airlines that you and I commonly use have profited from all types of additional costs outside of the ticket price. Let's go down the rabbit hole with this one. Now, these 5 airlines, I'm going to tell you the amount that they profited from not only your ticket sales, but from the baggage fees and your seating arrangement on that plane. So we are bringing out American Airlines, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, Frontier Airlines, and the soon-to-be non-existent Spirit Airlines. Now, what if I told you that all 5 of these airlines have been profiting altogether $12.4 billion between a 5-year period from 2018 to 2023. You're probably going to say, shade, and you're going to say what? Yes, ma'am. The shade is them folks have been charging you astronomically high prices, and the prices that they charge you, them fees ain't your fee, like it's different amounts. It's like a roller coaster of life. They're charging everybody different prices, so they're just profiting across the board. You don't get better anything with that. You just get to and from your destination. You don't even get the same snacks that you used to get back in the days. You barely get a cup of juice. Way back in the day, you could get a pillow and a blanket that you could take home with you. Now, baby, you got to bring your own blanket, bring your own coat. You got to bring everything. Sheesh. 5 years, y'all profited $12.4 billion, and Spirit Airlines still about to close. That means y'all, God don't like ugly. So basically, this report was going to highlight the growing trend of airlines charging those fees. Now, again, those things way back when, some of them were already included with your ticket price. But somewhere down the line, they started separating ticket costs from everything else. And so you had to pay twice. You paid one for the ticket, and then once you got to the counter to check in, you had to swipe it up. So that's how these folks be bonusing. That's how their revenue stream was crazy sauce, because they basically got you in your pockets, and it was like a vulnerable moment for you because you gotta travel. Now, you don't gotta travel by plane, but that's a preferred, quickest route to get there. So the whole concern that they're having right now is that the airlines need to be more transparent, and they need to have more fairness for the consumers, because again, not everybody's just a solo traveler. Some of these people have families, and then they have so many different things that they have to bring just to accompany their family, especially when they want their family to sit together. Because I don't like to sit away from my family. I like to be with my family. So you have to pay this extra fee to sit all 3 together. Or if you don't, maybe when you get on a plane, if you're lucky, you might could ask somebody to switch your seat, but that's like pulling teeth. Now, there's a senator that answers to the name of Jane Doe, who's on this subcommittee that pulled this report. And they said, I quote, "This amount illustrates a clear shift in how airlines generate profits. And they're moving away from ticket sales alone to all types of, different ancillary fees." And so it makes it very difficult for consumers to know what and how much these places or these businesses are profiting, because you need the service. So my question to the Senate subcommittee, what are y'all going to do now since y'all exposing it? Because you can't tell us that this is what's happening and then just be like, okay, well, here's the numbers. And then these folks are still doing it. See, me personally, I ride Southwest, and I get it. Southwest may not be everybody's, forte. But my 2 bags fly for free if I ever wanted to. I normally just travel with 1. But the fact that I don't have to pay extra, and maybe somewhere in the line they already charge you for the damn bags. We never know with these places because there's always a hidden little whoop-de-whoop. But at the end of the day, I don't want to pay $26 for a ticket, and then by the time my bags make it to the checkout counter, that's $400. I remember seeing a flight, and Frontier doesn't really fly to where I'm going, so this particular time I wanted to go to Colorado, and I looked at Frontier, and it was like, ooh, this ticket is $35, and then I think that was one way, and the other way back was like $50-some a whoop-de-whoop. But the bags was $96 each way. So, I mean, to somebody sitting there like, well, the ticket was still like $200 and something dollars, Shaunie. That's a deal. Nah, bruh. Because you still can only carry a certain weight. And then you got to get another suitcase. That's a whole nother $96. But with Spirit, I rode Spirit once. I rode it when Spirit very first came out to Vegas. And it was not that crazy on the bag fees. There were fees, but it wasn't bad as it is now. It wasn't as high. But how did the bag fees help Spirit if Spirit is closing? Like, Spirit did a merger that fell through, and now Spirit is filing for bankruptcy. Unless somebody like Flavor Flav come and save Spirit and just revamp it. But, like, y'all pocketed $12.4 billion, and some of these airlines planes are so... What y'all doing with the money since you profited? Because the airplanes are faulty. They're refurbished. Like, so what y'all doing with the 12? What y'all doing with the 12s? It's going in somebody's pocket. So the airlines, we always want to know, well, if the Senate says this and then the consumer feels that, what's the airline saying, Shaunie B? Because I know they got to be saying something. Well, the airlines have defended these fees, and they're arguing that the passengers have more choices and flexibility in their travel arrangements. Yeah, if they do a 2-day or 1-day layover, ain't nobody got time to be sitting in no airport. They're basically blaming this on COVID. Everything has inflated due to COVID. And now since COVID is I ain't gonna say it's gone. It's just not an aggressive killer like it was in 2019. But y'all can't keep blaming everything on COVID. You just can't. Because a lot of it's just greed. Greed. And if y'all stop being so damn greedy, maybe people would fly more, and then your prices could just be normal so people don't have to go rob a bank just to have a good time. Now, I know people will say, well, Shaunie, you don't have to fly. You could ride the bus. You could ride a train. You could drive. Yeah, sometimes you're under an emergency situation. You got to get there. See it when you get there. But you should not have to go donate your whole plasma in your body just to buy a ticket because the bag fees cost more than the actual ticket costs. And what y'all doing with y'all customer service, because you're still treating us like trash. You're charging us arm and leg, and we barely can even get a hello, how you doing when we get to the counter. I don't know. All I'm saying is if y'all gonna tell us about a report that shows $12.4 billion in profit from, atrocious fees, then what y'all gonna do to stop them from, what y'all gonna do to regulate it so they can't do that? Huh? Because I'm tired of y'all, whistleblowing, and then you just get real quiet and we still paying these fees. Now, I got some places to go and places I need to see. So y'all need to fix them bag prices. So we're going to revisit this back in January, right? Because y'all told us in 2024. What y'all going to do in 2025 about these 5 airlines? Because I'm sure all of y'all fly those 5 airlines if you within the 50 states. Are y'all just comfortable with paying fees? Because if y'all are, I ain't going to put no pressure on you. I'm just saying, I know I don't want to pay $200 for no bags. I just don't. Especially when I already bought my suitcase from Burlington. I'm not going to pay for that same suitcase 10 times over. That's dumb. That's real dumb. Start wearing my clothes to the airport. But I don't know what they're going to do. I just want to give y'all a heads up that your favorite airline is ripping you off. So just pay attention. But other than that, I am just a messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, get on food with your girl. Make sure you check out that website, though. Yes! www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Running a 20% off, special. Just type in the promo code HOLIDAY. You can check out the fan gear, or you can drop donations, but there's no pressure to do either of those two, because I do see the likes, the shares, the comments, and it means the world to me. So I just want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears for rocking with me, baby, because y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all keep it Dougie fresh with me. My Dougie, my Dougie, my Dougie, my Dougie. So let's hop in the comments, because again, we're starting to see people's end of the year reports. We're starting to see their mid-year reports, and we're just starting to see what their profit reports are looking like. And you're probably saying, well, how are they living it up like it's golden? And I'm over here struggling because they're charging you these inflated prices. And I don't think people are paying attention, because your goal is to get somewhere, and then their goal is to get you to that somewhere. So y'all both have an exchange of a good for a service. So a lot of people are just like, as long as I get there, baby, I ain't worried about it. Until you're broke and can't get back or can't get there, then you start counting the cost. I need y'all to put regulations on these prices. There needs to be a cap, and it shouldn't exceed that. Everybody should pay the same amount. It shouldn't be this family pay this low price and this person pay this high price. It should just be across the board. And then that way you can pick and choose based off of fees which one is feasible for your wallet or your purse, because we're not going to just be paying these up and down roller coaster prices and y'all sitting up here banking in $12.4 billion. $12.4 billion in 5 years. I haven't even made that much money in 5 years working for any employer. And y'all just did it just off of fees? Okay, make that make sense. But let your conscience handle you, because that's what's happening. Your conscience ain't tapped you on your shoulder. It ain't tapped you on the shoulder yet. But when your conscience catch up, people like, man, we doing them wrong out here. And that's when I want you to wake up and change your choices, like my son would say. But y'all gonna do what y'all want to do, because I'm still gonna fly Southwest. You hear me? But until next time, next story, and I'm out this. Peace.